welcome back to the Peter Joe podcast. I hope everybody's having a great December. Holidays coming up soon. I had so far a rough week. My oldest son is sick with the flu. Just took him to the doctor yesterday. So he's been having coughing fits, high fever, shit like that, throwing up. Doing a little better today, so that's a good thing. So today I want to do a holiday Christmas edition of the Peter Joe podcast. This is going to be my first Christmas as a single parent. I honestly didn't even want to decorate this year, but I thought long and hard about it and realized it's about the kids, it's not about me. So we had fun. We decorated Saturday. We did the tree. Today we did the lights outside of the house by the garage. Tried to decorate the fucking little tree in front, but the grass wasn't having it. My ladder kept going, like sinking into the ground, so I couldn't do that. I might give it another go tomorrow, though. Another thing, like, if I didn't do Christmas, fucking Missy, the house elf, would have reported me to Santa, you know? House elf, they like to snitch, those house elves. But like we say, snitches get fucking stitches, quite literally, for a house elf. So to lighten the mood and the stress of Christmas shopping and pleasing our kids with their Christmas wishes, I just want to talk about the holiday the best way I know how to talk about things. A little bit of sarcasm, a little bit of humor. So if you're a fellow parent, you're also a big jolly liar face, like me. I've always felt that it is so fucked up that we teach our kids that lying is bad. But yet, here we are, year to year, the big old jolly man, made-up guy with a beer gut, who's also wrinkly, but somehow magical. If you don't believe it, ask his magical reindeer and his elves, and they'll confirm he is indeed magical. So we basically tell this story to our kids. We've been doing it for years. I mean, our parents did it. Their parents did it. Our great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents did it. It's kind of messed up. But we do it anyways. I think it's really funny that we're kind of like, yeah, you can't lie. That's one of the first things we teach our kids. You can't lie. But we're going to lie to you for a long time. And we just want to be like, yeah, you know what? You hardworking parents, we're actually getting you these gifts. Surprise, surprise. We actually have to work our ass off to get you these presents and then be broke for the end of the year. But I guess it's an unselfish act, though, really, honestly. We unselfishly tell our kids this, and it makes it more magical. So, again, I understand it all. We're still going to keep doing it. It's fun to let our little kids' imaginations run wild, you know? That's really the best part about it. And then you got the mall Santas. They, you let your kids sit on their lap, and they're always like, what would you like for Christmas this year? And then you got your kids are like, Santa, I want 700 pounds of expensive toys this year. So now the parents are sitting in the corner cursing out Santa under our breath, realizing now we have to sell our souls to provide this 700 pounds of expensive toys for our kids, because Santa's magical, you know? It's tough. It's a tough gig for us. We always want to be like, first things first. All right, listen here, kids. Screw jolly Saint Santa. We go broke buying you guys all these toys at Christmas. So hey, you need to love us a little bit more. Love us a little bit more than Santa. Now, go eat your beef ramens for the 5th time this week and stop complaining. Just do it. I also love their, the elf on the shelves, who now don't really sit on shelves anymore. They kind of came into their own now. You'll see kids putting them in funny spots, and we can do funny things. And, I was led to believe from watching Harry Potter that these elves would look like Dobby, but they don't. They're not as cool as Dobby, but they're still pretty cool. These little elves, they snitch, they eat our food, They're always side-eyeing me. Our elf not on the shelf's name is Missy, and she is friggin' wild. She opens up snack bags, tiny marshmallows. She's always asking for drinks. It's like having a fourth kid I didn't ask for. I can't wait for her to ask me for money. That's going to be fun. But the moral of the story is, I wanted a Dobby, and Master didn't get a Dobby. We got little Missy, but she's a little sweetheart. She's a little reckless and wild, but she's sweet. She's part of the family, especially around the holidays. Like, if me and the ex-wife can't find Missy, we panic. We're like, oh my God, where did she go? Where's her hat? And her hat just falls off all the time. Constantly. We're looking for the hat more than we're looking for Missy. But usually they're close to each other. So I looked up a few interesting Christmas facts that I fished out from the mother internet. So these are just a few interesting Christmas tidbits that I found. The original Rudolph did not have a red nose. Back in the day, red noses were seen as an indicator of alcoholism. And Montgomery Ward, who wrote the whole Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer story, didn't want him to look like a drunkard. So to complete the original picture, he was almost named Reginald or Rollo. So there you have it, folks. Rudolph's name used to be Rollo, and he was thought to be a drunk forest creature with a bad drinking habit who got divorced by Bambi's mother. So now we know where Bambi's dad was the whole time during the filming of Bambi. Doing shots of tequila and not being a responsible little deer father. So we know this now. That's what Rudolph was doing. He was out there sipping on Grandpa's old medicine. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He wasn't supposed to be Rudolph. He was supposed to be Rollo originally. It doesn't really have the same ring to it. Rollo the red-nosed reindeer. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Much better. So this next fact is it's really fucking wild. So in 2010, during the Christmas season, the Colombian government decorated jungle trees with lights. The trees lit up when the guerrillas, aka the terrorists, walked by, and banners appeared asking them to surrender their arms. The campaign convinced 331 guerrillas to re-enter society and also won an award for strategic marketing excellence. So as a recap, all it took to stop these battle-tested, boner-sporting, violent guerrillas of Colombia was the festive jungle with banners asking them to surrender their arms. Does it sound sweet? It really does. It sounds like a scene straight out of like a Rambo spoof movie. It's an unbelievable tale. I guess it's cute at the same time. These little these soldiers were like, "Oh, let's just give up. Let's not attack today. It's Christmas time." And then I got another fact here. So this has to do with Coca-Cola and the look of Santa. So this is new to me. I didn't know this one. Santa, I guess before, like pre-1931, Santa looked more spooky than jolly. I'm going to have to look up pictures of what he fucking looked like in the beginning, but supposedly he was more spooky than jolly. So in 1931, Coca-Cola was doing an advertising campaign for Coca-Cola product, obviously. The beverage company hired an illustrator named Haddon Sundblom to depict the jolly old man for magazine ads. So they changed him up. They gave him the hat, the frilly red sweatsuit, I guess you would call it. So now kids see visions of sugar plums instead of Santa-themed nightmares. So I thought that was a really interesting fact. So now I just kind of want to talk about the joys of Christmas for me, personally as a parent. Everybody talks about the presents, the gifts, the look on their face, the stockings, all that. But the most precious part is, obviously, it's watching them open these presents, thinking it's, from jolly old St. Nick. And it's one of those holidays, it's not about you, it's about your kids. It's about their joy. And their joy brings you joy. And deep inside, we're celebrating because we worked hard for what they're opening. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very special holiday. It's probably, I would put it as my second favorite holiday. Halloween will always be my favorite, but yeah, Christmas, just being a father, man, it's wonderful. It's an excuse to actually drink during the day, have fun, just play games all day, play board games, because that was a big thing. What me and Cassie do for our kids, we buy them a lot of like board games that they could play together, and we could play with them. So it's bonding too. The whole day is just, I mean, you're obviously going to have your kids whine after a while. They want this, they want that. But for the most part, it's just a fun day. Eat a lot of bad food, a lot of unhealthy food, a lot of dessert. Getting so hungry thinking about it right now. Yeah, so we got the dessert, beer, good times with the kids. And it's really a rewarding day. All of our hard work, it pays off. Just seeing those smiles on those beautiful little faces, you know. So yeah, I talked about in the beginning, we do technically lie about it, but if we didn't have that whole fantasy element, would it actually be as fun as it is? Probably not. Because then you would have your kids asking you, why don't you buy us presents all the time if you could do it, you know? There was a couple other facts I looked up. Didn't really make the cut. I could go through a couple of them on the internet right now. Look through them here. Yeah, there's just some random facts. Germans made the first Christmas trees out of dyed goose feathers. Sounds like a German thing. Hold on. Chase that goose. Get his feathers. Let's make a tree. Let's see what else we got here. 99. I can't do 99 facts. Here we go. Let's see, though. That's the Rudolph the Red-Nosed one. I always wondered why we leave food in milk. This says that started with Dutch children. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, there's also eggnog. Believe it or not, I don't think I've ever drank eggnog. I always heard good things about it, but I've never drank it. Just, I think it's the name. It just doesn't sound appeasing. I feel like I'm drinking a bowl of salmonella or a cup of salmonella. Excuse me. Christmas tree started in Oslo, Norway. So that's where the Christmas tree idea started. But yeah, I'll go through a few things. My favorite Christmas movie would be The Christmas Story. Love that movie. I think it's a tie between Christmas Story and Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Love that movie too. It has so much comedy. It's him, Sinbad. If you haven't seen it, there's this really popular superhero toy that's on the market, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is like racing against time to get it before Christmas, but it's sold out everywhere he goes. He ends up getting like ripped off by these felons that are selling like empty boxes or like rip-offs of what was the trying to think of the toy's name. Oh, this is gonna bother me. Oh shit. Let me look it up real quick. Jingle All the Way. It's like, it's something man. It's like a corny superhero name for the toy that they're trying to find. Once I see it, I'm going to be like, yep, that's it. Oh, Turbo Man. So they're trying to find this corny toy named Turbo Man, but it's like, most of the movie, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger battling against Sinbad to try to get like the last Turbo Man doll for Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. It's a really good movie. Oh, Phil Hartman's also in it. The late, great Phil Hartman. His role in it is really good. really funny, like everything Phil Hartman does. Yeah, so that's my favorite movie. Well, my favorite two Christmas movies: Christmas Story, that's an oldie but a goodie, and Jingle All the Way from the '90s. It's weird. There's so many Christmas movies, but there's hardly any like Thanksgiving movies. There's hardly any. Well, there is a lot of Halloween movies, but yeah. I want to see that new Thanksgiving horror movie. I heard that was really good. My buddy Jason was telling me about that. I guess it started off as a joke on a Rob Zombie film, like a fake trailer, and now they finally ended up making it into a movie. So I'm interested in that one, definitely. So yeah, this is my Christmas episode. I might come back on and do like a Q&A Christmas episode, or get another host, a co-host, to talk about it. We'll see. I'm working on a few projects. I'm currently trying to finish up playing Dead Space for the Xbox, the remake. I'm going to do a review on that. I'm going to do a review on, I'm going to do a ranking of all the Conjuring films, the whole Conjuring universe. Right now I'm about 2/3 of the way done, and then I'll record that my ratings, the worst one to the best one. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying the movies though. They're a lot of fun. They might not be the best movies, but they're fun. So yeah, other than that, I'll talk to you before the holidays. But if you're listening to this around the holidays or right before the holidays or after, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever it is, just enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your family. Yeah. I'm out. Later, Felipitas.